Welcome to Empath in the Office Crushing Corporate Life video series, where we show you how to navigate corporate life as an empath. In this video, we're going to show you how to work with a controlling boss when you can't leave the company at the moment. In part 1, we learned that control is primarily a result of trying to meet the need of certainty and significance. And in part 1, it was suggested that if you're under the control of an abusive boss, you should leave for greener pastures. However, some of us might not have the luxury to leave, or we may have our reasons to stay. Here's what to do if you find yourself in that situation. Number 1, dial up your empathy. Try to understand where your boss is coming from. It may be hard if you've never been a boss before, but put yourself in their shoes for just a bit. Could it be that your boss is pressured to reach a result and probably has also been chastised for not measuring up? Imagine how it would cause them to treat other people. Also, imagine what kind of person they are and what they value. Are they detail-oriented? Do they value certainty and timeliness? Do they dress well and arrive at the office early? See if you can mimic these traits and characteristics to get more in tune with what your boss is really thinking. When you're talking with them, try to pepper the conversation with the same expressions they use, mimic the gestures they use, and breathe at the pace they breathe. They will feel more connected to you in that way. Don't worry about them noticing. They probably won't have a clue. People like others more like themselves. The idea is to take advantage of this so that they would treat you better while you're still working with them. Number 2, connect with yourself authentically every day. When you're in an authentic place, you can be open to divinely guided, intuitive messages. And you also know what is true and untrue about yourself. Connecting with yourself is important because being in a toxic work environment, your self-esteem may be eroded by the untrue beliefs that your boss has about you. It's important to know yourself to protect your energy at work so that you don't let negativity in. For more information on how to protect your energy, visit our website www.empathintheoffice.com and click on the link entitled Free Video. Connect with yourself by meditation and being quiet with yourself in the morning every day. Write down a list of all the good things you are and all the talents that you have. Make a list of all the accolades you received from colleagues at work. Know that you're making a difference and take the time to acknowledge your greatness every day. Number 3, visualize your future. Never lose sight of your future and where you want to be. Take notice of the perfect boss you would like to have, the perfect work schedule, and the perfect types of colleagues. The secret to getting anything you want in life is to start with a definite goal or purpose. So make what you want crystal clear, and the steps to make it happen will simply appear. Keep your mind on where you want to go. Number 4, focus on service. If you have to remain at your company, consider making your job all about service. It's not about how much money you can make. It's about how many people you can serve. Ask yourself, how can I best serve my clients, my group, and my organization? When you come from a place of genuine service to others, rather than what you can get for yourself, people take notice because this attitude is rare. To keep a controlling boss off your back, cover their fear of mistakes and looking bad in front of others. Figure out what is important to them and make that the most important thing to you. What do you need to do to make them trust that you all have it covered? Write this question on a post-it and hang it on your desktop monitor. What else am I not seeing? Come from a place of genuine care to help them feel not so scared about all the pressure they have on themselves. Critical bosses love it when you pay attention to details, and they know when you find them irritating. They are more likely to hurt you if they know that you don't take them seriously. If you think of them as people who are terrified that something will go wrong, then you would be much more likely to make the right choices on how to behave with them. Number 5, how to handle a critical boss. Shine no matter what. The lesson with critical bosses is like the Aesop fable of the north wind and the sun. The north wind and the sun made a bet to see who can take a random traveler's cloak. First the wind blew his hardest, which only caused the traveler to wrap his cloak even more tightly around himself. Then the sun began to shine. Soon the traveler became so warm that he took off the cloak by himself. So the answer is to shine. The way to shine to critical people is to show up as your best self every day and to do your best work on even the small things. Show them in word and deed that you take what the company finds most important seriously. There is an inverse relationship between fear and true productivity. Once we get rid of the fear, we create the space to get things done quickly. Because a perfectionist boss tends to criticize heavily, it causes his employees to fear criticism so much that they can't enter into that flow state of production, and hence they make more mistakes, which really creates a vicious cycle. Accept that a critical boss can never praise you because he never praises himself. Do not take it personally, and if he insults you, save the insult in writing, date it, and save it in a portfolio to make a record of the behavior. When you're dealing with a toxic work environment, you have to document everything you do. You never know when you might need to show the information. So if you have to stay in a company with a toxic boss, realize that they are usually just terrified of something going wrong and their boss seeing them as incompetent. Think from that mindset, and you have the opportunity to learn more than all your peers on building empathy and resiliency, and from there, you can take those skills and market them to go anywhere you choose. And that is the way you can control a controlling boss. Empath in the office, changing the world one person at a time.